Hello traders, welcome to my YouTube channel, my space where I document my process so far in the foreign exchange market. Please, for those of you that are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the top of the notification button for more educational content like this. And for those of you that have been here, thank you very much for helping me to track my journey so far to the foreign exchange market. I do appreciate you for always coming out here to watch my videos and helping us to learn from each other. Yes, this is on GBPUSD. We had this analysis previously, that's about a week ago, last week, which we're anticipating price to pull back into this region like this. We're anticipating price to pull back into this region like this. We're anticipating price to pull back into this region like this. A pullback and a bounce of this zone, and to engage in this trade. And this will happen when price came down here. It pulled back into this region, broke above this high significantly, created a higher high, pulled back into this region, but it didn't create for us a lower high that we can connect our counter trend line. But I got tricked by the market, to be honest with you. I got tricked by the market. When the price came down here and bounced off this region, I went down to the 4-hour time frame and I failed to connect my counter trend line properly. This is what I did. I failed to connect my counter trend line properly. This is what I did. If I'm not mistaken, this is what I did. Yes, this is what I did. This is how I connected my counter trend line. So when price came off a bounce of this region and broke above this region with a counter, broke above this region with a bullish candle, then I had my entries around here. My first profit target was at the 100% retracement, like so. My first profit target was at the 100% retracement, like this. So the 100% retracement, and I had my stops below yes, I had my stops below this structure here. Yes, I had my stops below this structure here, like this. Price came up here, bounced off this zone, and started the impulsive leg, which instead created the lower high. And before I could realize, there was this spike that came out and took me out when we're in about 96 pips profit, and this price came out here and took me out. This same thing also happened on silver and on USD. I had a trade on silver also that I encountered this kind of situation. But I will share my trade with you, my trade on silver with you people on here too, so we can learn from ourselves. A bounce of this region, and I had my trade around here and rolled up here for around 90 something pips, and my first profit target was at the 100% retracement. I want to be honest with you right now. My first profit target was at the 100% retracement. So this spike came and I got stopped out right here. What did I learn from this trade? I learned that I should be able to connect my counter trend line, draw my counter trend line properly. I shouldn't, because the market is not pulling back significantly, pulling back where creating highs and lows on me. Then I'll go ahead to draw my counter trend line like this. I'm going to draw my counter trend line like this. No, I should learn to be patient and draw my counter trend line properly. Imagine after waiting for over a week or so for your trade to materialize, then you come on and draw your and wait for price to create to meet your engagement rules before engaging, and you get stopped out. That's what I experienced last week, and it was very, very terrible, but I had to learn from it, because as traders we need to learn from our mistakes in order for us to be able to do well in the market. So this is what happened. This is what I'll be looking out for. That also happened last week on GBPUSD. So this is what I'll be looking out for on GBPUSD. I see that this, if you check back historically, this region here, it's not that significant like the blue bar. It's not that significant like the blue bar. So what I want to see for the coming week is this. Before I engage GBPUSD's price to pull back into this region and bounce above this region and go back to close above this trend line. That's when I'll be interested in this, because right now, like this GBPUSD to me is still in an uptrend, but it's a little bit confused on what it really wants to do. Still in an uptrend like this, but to me it's a kind of confused, and I only like to trade the obvious setups. What I learned from my mentor was to trade the obvious setups. I shouldn't come on false trades because I want to have a trade. No, I should trade the most obvious setup. That's what I learned from my mentor. Trading the most obvious setups. What I want to do is wait for price to bounce off this region, bounce off any of this region, and come back and close above this counter trend line, which I'll use the wicks of the candle. Use a wick of the candle. Yes. Come back and close above this counter trend line. This is what I'll be expecting, and if that doesn't happen, then I'll be interested in GBPUSD. I want to see something like this. It close above this region. It's something like this. My stops will be below the previous higher lows, something like that. So I'm not pretty okay with GBPUSD right now like this, but it seems like it's pretty confused. I'll just suggest sit on our hands on GBPUSD. If it creates better opportunity and lines up nicely for us to engage, then I'll still come up here and alert all of us that this is what I'm looking out on. But right now, I'll put this on my hands on GBPUSD. Because I don't want to risk more on this pair. This on the daily time frame. The daily time frame is more clear. You see, daily time frame is more clear. A bounce of this trend line, a close above the counter trend line. That is when I'll be interested in engaging this market. Yes, something like this what I'll be looking at for. A bounce above this trend line, a close above the counter trend line. My stops will come here like this, and my entries will be around here, and my first profit target will be at the 100% retracement like this. Yeah, this is what I'll be looking out for on GBPUSD. If this doesn't happen, then I'll wait for a signal for a change of trend. You see, price just got shy of the Fibonacci 0.5 region.
Sir?
This is what I'll be looking at for. If price fulfills all these criteria, then I'll be interested in engaging this pair. But if all these doesn't happen, then I'll be interested.
Okay.